Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me on my first ever live photo art show. This is coming on a tremendously important day for me because last year at this point was my very first live art show. And I see people streaming in here. Tony, how you doing? Thank you for coming down and seeing me today. I'm going to try to read out the names of people who are coming in here, but it's going to be kind of difficult, so if I miss you, don't take it to mind. But anyway, last year at this time was my first ever live art show. I was on the lawn, the great lawn in West Hampton Beach at the very prestigious Mario Fricci Art Show, which has been running annually for the last 62 years. And I set up a tent and a booth amongst 50 or 60 other photographers, and as a neophyte rookie, I sold 4 pieces of photo art, which was great, I thought, which propelled me on this path to produce more photo art and get here today, where I am right now. So once again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. It's my first time ever, so if I screw up, please forgive me. Thank you. So everybody can sit back. I set the time to be a cocktail hour on a Friday, so we can all sit back and relax and have a glass of wine or the beverage of your choice. So cheers, thanks for coming. And I want to do something to warm us up. Well, playing harmonica always gets my blood moving, and I hope it got your blood moving too. You know, I started taking pictures as a wee lad. At 18 years old, as a sophomore at Harvard, when they first opened that year, the Carpenter Center for Visual Arts, the first time Harvard ever had a center for creative arts. And I was fortunate enough to be one out of 800 applicants to get into the basic photography class. And it was a blast. I mean, I learned photography the old-fashioned way, which in those days was the only way. You know, we had to spool a roll of film into a camera body. We had to then develop the negatives with chemicals. We then had to put them in an enlarger, print them down into a blank piece of photo paper, and finish them off in several bins of chemicals. But it was a gas. You know, I've done a lot of creative things since then. I started a video company, and I always knew, though, that once the video cameras and the still cameras became the same camera, I would get back into my first creative passion, which is photography. So here we are today, and maybe we should get started? I'd love that. By the way, the pieces I'm going to show you today are all very special. I had them printed up earlier this winter in anticipation of the spring and summer art shows I was going to be in. However, COVID-19 had other plans for us, but I'm fortunate enough to be able to present them to you today for sale online. So let's get started. I'm going to take this down, which is really not on my list today, but if somebody wants it, DM me and we'll talk. I mean, everybody who knows me knows that I really like bright colors, I like vibrant colors, and I like shooting those iconic images of nature that are beautiful and inspiring. This first one is the smallest one on the shelf. And I call this one Least Turn Look Down. It's a very cryptic name. The bird is the least turn. And you can see that it's looking down at me. Now these birds are very special indeed. They lay their eggs in the sand between the dunes and the ocean. And in Long Island or West Hampton or South Florida, or wherever you might be, there's people all over the place. So they could be very dangerous. Where the least turns defend their nests is very interesting. When they spot somebody getting close, they dive bomb straight at your head. And just as they are about to hit it, they lift off and they drop their solid waste all over you. Well, you know, that would work for people, I would think, but I don't know how good that would be for like a lizard or a snake or a rat or something like that. But it does provide a challenge for a photographer. Now for me, I feel like it's a home run when I can get a bird in flight perfectly in focus with its wings spread like that. And this day, I had a lot of them. This is a 20 by 20 inch piece of satin metal print. It comes ready to hang with an inset frame and a cleat, like you see on the wall, as well my art do, and the shipping is free of charge. This on my website is listed for $476, but today, and today only, it's for $333. Here it is, lease, turn, look down. All you gotta do is go to the link in my bio, click it, takes you to a landing page, click on number 1, lease, turn, look down, and follow the prompts and it will be yours. Lease, turn, look down, 20 by 20 satin metal print. Only $333 from $476, excuse me. Now the next one is a very special piece of art. Whoops. I call this, very cryptically again, the pier at sunrise. Now it just looks like a sun coming out of the ocean, but I hunt every shot that you're gonna see. By hunting this, I mean, I knew when the sun would be coming up out of the horizon on the Atlantic Ocean, in that period of time when it would line up with the pier. And I shot it down the beach from somewhere over here. The sky and the sea cooperated that day. It was lovely. As you can see, the clouds gave the sky a great texture, reflecting the orange of the rising sun. The sea was calm and blue with some reflections of the sun in the water. And this is a 32 by 22 inch acrylic. 1/8 inch acrylic, as you can see. It's got that inset frame on the back, which takes it off the wall about 3/4 inches and gives it a very contemporary look. Of course, it's signed by me. What's special about this today is that the first person who buys this, it's going to be an exclusive sale. In other words, I'm going to send this to you with a letter signed by me that says it's going to be the only print available ever in the world of the pier at sunrise. So again, you can go to the link in my bio, click that, it takes you to the landing page, and you click number 2, the pier at sunrise. Go to the product buy page, and if you buy this, you're going to know that you're the only one on the planet with this special piece of photo art, the pier at sunrise. Again, it's $913 on my website. I'm selling it today for $639, an exclusive piece of art for you, and will stay exclusive for all time. The pier at sunrise, number 2. Now, we're going moving right along here. I got another special piece. They're all pretty special. And if you've been to my website, and if you've seen my galleries, you'll know that I have a whole gallery set up for butterflies. That's because I feel butterflies are one of the most beautiful icons of nature has ever produced. But not only that, what I love about the butterfly is its symbiotic relationship with flowers and plants, etc. The fact that 2 of nature's creatures that started out on the tree of life, and one went this way into insects, and the other went this way into flowers, depend on each other for food and for reproduction abilities, is the most amazing thing. It really gives me an appreciation of nature and the beautiful harmony that nature has. This was taken with Dawn. Dawn is my wife, because she loves butterflies too. It is a satin metal print with the inset frame and the cleat, so it's ready to hang. It is 32 by 24 inches. It is on my website for $6.29, but for today, and today only, it's for $4.40. So go to the link in my bio, press it, go to the landing page, and it's number 3, perfect together. And I look forward to finding out who's the lucky person who's going to get this. Aha. This next shot is also an exclusive. This is one of my favorite pieces of photo art. I call this, It's Just You and Me. I woke up one morning, walked out on the terrace of my deck in West Hampton overlooking the ocean, and there were 2 deer just walking around, kind of aimlessly. They weren't looking for food, they were just having fun in the solitude that they found. But then when the sun came up, all of a sudden they came together and started nuzzling and cuddling, kind of just like 2 lovers on their honeymoon, on the ocean. And it brought out such an appreciation of life to me. Just know that God's animals can have the same feelings for each other that we think are reserved for human beings. And I call it, It's Just You and Me, because there they are standing on the edge of the vast ocean, with 50 miles of beach extending in either direction and no one around. It seemed like they formed a little bubble, just like people do when they first fall in love. So I called it, It's Just You and Me. This is a 36 by 18 inch acrylic. Of course, it's got the inset frame and the cleat coming with it. It's on my website for $9.86. I'm selling it today for $6.89, and it will come with a letter signed by me guaranteeing that it is the only print of this photo anywhere in the world. So once again, go to the link in my bio, click it, then click number 4, and the only print of Just You and Me will be yours. We got a couple more for you. The next one, I think, is Dawn's favorite. There's only 2 pieces like this in the world. This is the 3rd one. I own one. Pablo owns one. Are you there, Pablo? And this is the 3rd. This is a drone shot that I took over the beach in Delray. Right after the Cabana boys and girls set up these tents, which look like little dots of blue. It almost looks like a piece of abstract art. You got the ocean and the shoreline on the top 3rd. Kind of a symmetrical row of blue dots over sand in the middle 3rd. And a path through this mangroves and sea grapes out into the beach is the bottom 3rd. So it's a cross between abstract art and a drone photo. This piece is 33 by 24 inches. It's 8-inch acrylic, again, with the inset frame. Shipping is free, just like all the pieces in the show. And on my website, this is $1,115. But today, and today only, it's going to be $780. So go to the link, press it, go to the landing page, click number 5, Delray down, and this lovely piece of abstract drone art will be yours. And now for the crowning piece, another very attractive and very popular piece of mine. There's only 2 of this kind in the world. One owned by JG, you know who you are, and I hope you're watching right now. Oh, Milena, you're there. May, hello. This I call Always Motion. Once again, this isn't just an accident. I went to the beach on the day of the autumnal equinox, when the sun will be rising out of the Atlantic, just about as due east as it could possibly be. The clouds obviously came in. It cast a beautiful shadow over the ocean, giving it a metallic, kind of a pewter look. And the front of the wave crashing is in shadow because the sun is behind it, but above it, as the spray is lit up by the sun, giving it a very intense look. A still photo that's always in motion, hence always motion. It is a 48 by 32 inch piece of satin metal photo art. I can't even get it in the whole thing. It will come to you free of shipping charges, and this will be a hefty shipping charge. This is a large piece. It is, like I said, 48 by 32. On my website, it's $16.89. But today, and today only, it's $13.50. So go to the website, or go to my bio, click it, the link, number 6, always motion. And that's it. I really thank you all for coming. I really appreciate all the support. This is the first time I ever did this. I know I kind of thumped it around a little bit. However, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for all your support. Be well and stay safe. Thanks.